Well, welcome for coming up here to the Hill High and explaining your plight and what happened down there. I work in the industry. I work for an operator. We're in the middle of drilling these wells up here. I believe in healthy debate. That's what made this country great. So everyone's got opinions and views. I encourage everyone to read as much as they can. Go to individual websites. Go to industry websites. Go to Groundwater Protection Council websites. And read and learn and study as much as you can, and everyone has a right to an opinion. And don't be swayed by what someone tells you all the time. Try to study and learn as much as you can about all the subject area. Just a couple of questions. One statement. Ohio is currently passing the EPA regs related to air quality. The things I'm going to make a statement first. I'll make a statement first. Ohio and ODNR is getting ready to pass the EPA's quality standards on air. Many things this gentleman was talking about today, the VTEX eliminator and all that stuff is being installed. That's being taken care of here in Ohio. Of course, Ohio's always done a great job with their regulations. The only question I have is, like, the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality is most recent and current. They installed an automatic gas chromatographer about 2 years ago, and since that time there's not been one measured level of any single compound that have exceeded the air monitoring comparison value. Have you looked at that? Have you studied the results of what was installed about 2 years ago by Texas Commission and those numbers that have come across?
No,
have you looked at those?
Of course I looked at it. I looked at it almost every day, and we did have some exceedances. The monitor is not perfect. The monitor is about 1,500 feet away. And I think it has some value. I think it really does have some value. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's accurate. We've taken some parallel samples, and with the Suma canister, which is supposedly, according to the experts, the best, the most accurate method, and it showed a different picture. You know what? Things have improved tremendously in DISH over the last couple of years. And, the first thing that they would always say, whenever we would have these massive release valves go off, it sounds similar to a jet engine at full throttle, or the high pressure relief valves, they would always say that stuff goes straight up. Straight up to the moon. Doesn't linger around. And so, lo and behold, shortly after our permanent air monitor was installed, it did release, and we got to see that, you know what, maybe it doesn't all go straight up to the moon. Maybe some of it lingers around at explosive levels, or I guess there's really only one way to tell if it's explosive. But things like ethane, you can see some very, very high levels of ethane. Fortunately, we haven't seen a lot of high levels of things like benzene. And we have had exceedances, and we've had some pretty high levels that have been detected. And so, I don't know, if you want your family to be exposed to 2 parts per billion of benzene, go on down there, buddy. There's houses for sale. Matter of fact, I'll set you up with a